Good morning. Today is a sports day. Some while back, Michael Nelson posed the problem, what should we be doing about the steroids in sports, and should we just allow it, and what should we do with the old records? Should we wipe them off? And I have a very, very definite, totally confused point of view on this. It goes back a long way. I grew up in Brookline, and very close to Ebbets Field, which was the old home of the Dodgers. And my friend Jeffrey had an unusual dwelling place. He lived in this apartment house, 6-story apartment house, and he was on the top floor, and he was right across the street from Ebbets Field. And through the windows, you could watch the games, and a bunch of the kids in the class would go up and take a look. And we really enjoyed that concept. Here we were free, doing this free, and of course none of us had any money to actually go to a game. But here we had young eyes, and we were seeing the game, and we didn't know everything that was going on, so it actually enlarged the experience. So this was an important experience for all of us. And here we were living in Brookline, and there was this total passionate loyalty to the team. The Brookline Dodgers were the sports team, and nothing else was too important as far as sports. When the Brookline Dodgers actually won a World Series, the celebration in the streets, the cars going around, the honking, the standing on running boards, which were still present on a lot of the cars, was very similar to the VJ Day, just a big, big deal. Of course, things changed over the years. I left. I ended up in the med school, then the military, and when I finally came back to the States, we went to Los Angeles, and lo and behold, the Dodgers followed us to quite a bit of controversy. The deal that the city cut for them was very, very, very advantageous, and Walter O'Malley was smart owner, and he did what was financially best for the Dodgers, but Brookline did not take it well. At the time, there was an interesting riddle that became very popular, and let me share that with you. You have a funny situation. You have Hitler, Stalin, and O'Malley in a room, and you're given a gun with 2 bullets in it, and the riddle is, okay, what do you do with that gun with 2 bullets? How do you figure out what to do? And the answer was very simple. You shoot O'Malley twice. And they really meant it. They hated this guy, and I resonated on that. But anyway, the Dodgers moved to Los Angeles, and they had a checkered career afterwards. This morning, I look at the papers. I didn't get a chance to look at the game, but the Dodgers have beaten the Braves, and they're going on in the run, and it's pretty exciting, and I'm still involved in that. Baseball's an interesting sport. It always gives you stuff to talk about, like should they have let Kershaw go in and play the game after one day less rest than he normally gets, first time in his career. Was this a wise move? And it appears to be during the time that he did pitch in terms of earned runs. No, they didn't get those. So he did, though, leave early, and as a result of that, the relief pitcher come in, and it didn't do all that well, so they're behind a run, and it didn't look good for the game. And then Uribe goes, and he has instructions to bunt, but he hits it foul, and he follows through with the two-run home run, and the Dodgers win. And of course, any of the decisions could have been criticized if they had not come out right. And that, of course, is the way baseball is. The question about what should we do with the in terms of allowing steroids. I'm not a big fan of drug tests in general, but any sport, anybody has the privilege of saying, well, that's a condition of playing the sport. So, yeah, I'd say drug testing is an appropriate thing if you want to do it. As far as records go, I have a very strong attitude about one particular record, the home run record, and no, there was no record after Mantle and Maris. The big numbers for the two of the competitors were simply should be wiped out. It's not appropriate. As far as I'm concerned, you have Babe Ruth has the record, even though the numbers are not there, because this is a guy who hit as much home runs as whole teams. That record should stand. He's the all-time timer. And with Mantle and Maris, yeah, Maris ended up with 60, Mantle with 59, but I would give the runner-up title to Mantle because he was hitting after Maris, and he would not get the best ball. So, yeah, it would be Babe Ruth, Mantle, and Maris. I don't think there's any question, and I think that should be it. The home run record should be not tainted by what happened afterwards. Well, see you next time.